Okay, I had some additional thoughts after doing the perfection videotape. One is you may, if you are sabotaging yourself, you may still be tethered to past events. If it's still bothering you today and yet it's still not going on, you are still tethered to it. Similar to the way my Memory Unchained Little Black Sheep Labs video cartooned its way. It's about a baby elephant who was chained to a log at the beginning so he wouldn't run away. And then slowly, I hate that whatever phrase, but I've been using it lately, sorry to my Gen Incorporated. The chain was eventually cut off and no longer attached to the log, and yet the elephant, as it grew up, thought it was always attached to a log. And so it thought it could only go at a certain slow speed. In reality, it can go faster and can go as he wants to, right? So flip side, but I believe it's a common thing. There's a study where kittens are put in an environment upon birth where there is nothing vertical, only horizontal surfaces. Nothing vertical, no chair legs, no table legs. And then after a certain amount of time, I don't know what the magic number is, but it's moved, let's just say 6 weeks. And then chairs and table legs and vertical objects are put in there, in their environment, and they're bumping into it. And they don't see that there's anything vertical to bump into. It's invisible. Just like maybe we've been taught that seeing dead people do not exist. We've been taught that at an early age. It's not good to see ghosts. Anyhow, ramble. Okay. So I think I've already talked about it here, but this is really out there, is I at times, just like I at times see dead people and can get messages from them, I at times have had non-terrestrial experiences. Yep, I've lost a lot of you. But I at times see morphings, and some of them include the person I'm talking with, oh, it's ready to quit. I, at times, have morphings where the person I'm talking to will turn into different ages. And I believe it is directly connected to where your heart and mind state of being is. So I have this one person that I especially see it very frequently, and she bounces around to all, I guess she's tied to certain issues from her past. So I'll see her little girl when she's talking to me. I used to point it out, and now I don't need to. It gives me greater insight to know that that's her little girl talking, and I visually see her little girl. And that pain from whatever she experienced as a little girl has still not been addressed. So anything that's similar to it in current times, as she's telling me a current issue, I'll see the little girl. And I believe it's related to her not resolving certain things from her past. The thing is, the past can be past if you untether yourself. And you can untether yourself by acknowledging it and healing yourself, right? Soozey, it reminds me of one of your comments where where Brenda Mitchell did a video on the bees, on a beautiful shot of a video of a bee. That's my Melody playing with a toy. So, and your comment was, I'm not getting near a bee because of its, because I was stung on my armpit when I was younger. So you won't go near a bee. That makes sense. Cause and effect, action, consequences. But let's just say you take it a step further and you as an adult do not want anything touching your armpit. So you only wear tank tops and sleeveless dresses. And let's just say you refuse to put on deodorant. Note to self, you do not have to put on deodorant. That's just a societal thing. But if you do put on deodorant, do not use aluminum-based deodorant. No aluminum in your deodorant. No aluminum in your deodorant. No aluminum in your deodorant. It poisons you, okay? So, I love you. That's why I share. But let's back to Soozey. Let's just say she doesn't want to put on deodorant. She doesn't know why. She just has a chip on her shoulder. She puts her chin up with an attitude. I don't have to put on deodorant. Maybe it's because you were stung by a bee under your armpit and you don't want anything touching your armpit. So, that whole underarm deodorant thing is not real with Soozey, but it just, you could attach it. Just like with me, I used to have an aversion to bleach. And I eventually learned it was because bleach was used on the white t-shirts by which one of my abusers wore. And with the t-shirt being right here all the time, I just don't like the smell of bleach. I proactively weaned myself to, or what's the opposite of weaning? Desensitizing myself to bleach, and did a lot of inner work to make peace with all that yucky yuck, muckety muck. But so now I actually like the smell of bleach. Anyhow, because of this weirdness, I think it's related, is the morphing. I had to redo this video, so I don't even know now if I've said it. But yeah, I think I've said it. Morphing, I see you all morph in front of me. So it gives me access to what parts of you I'm talking to. And as one person today told me, that I, and those of us who see, may be the third eye for humanity, because we're seeing things that they don't see. But just like I see dead people, and I see the Mandela Effect experience, and yes, non-terrestrials, these are just sampler trays of experiences. But I do believe that if our present is stuck on the past, we cannot really enjoy the gifts that the present here now brings. And like a helium balloon that is floating, you've done so much work in forgiving and processing and accepting of your, there's a squirrel there, hi Debby R. You've done so much work of freeing yourself, and maybe you're just stuck with this one thread of that very last ribbon that's tied to your beautiful balloon. And I see you. Your past experiences were real. You do not need to validate them anymore by having people hear you, or by you saying it over and over again, or you feeling and refeeling it because you don't want to forget your experiences. It's part of the galactic records. It's done. Past tense. You're here now. I love you. I see you. I believe you. Be free.